Good Monday morning, you guys. Good to see you. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Well, we are having a very busy Monday here today. It's moving day today. So if you watched any of the past videos, you know we were getting real tight at the dump spot in the landfill that we had. And so today we decided to move all the traffic around here, and it's pretty much nuts right now. Let me get over here to the edge and kind of give you guys your bearings a little bit. So it's a little windy this morning. I apologize if there's any noise interference from the wind, but this is the new cell that we're gonna have to come into now because we simply got way too full up at the area that we were at. Now we still have a few trucks dumping up there, and then we had one while ago, got a little confused, a little lost, and he dumped right there where we did the roto chopper demo last week, so we had to go get him unstuck a while ago. We took a loader down there and pulled him out and redirected him, and it'll take a couple of days for everybody to get accustomed to the new dump site. So it's just one of those moving pains, if you will, of trying to change the location of the dump spot. But what we've got to do, and we've got to do it in short order, we've got to get this ramp built down into the bottom of the new cell. And when I say cell, that's just a fancy word for hole. This is where all the waste is going to go. Probably be able to stay down here for hopefully 2 years inside of this new cell. So I believe we've got Mike. I'm not sure, can't really see good. I believe he's in the 826C compactor. What we're doing, we're just going to back the trucks in here. Unfortunately, we only have about a 3 wide dumping lane. So as soon as that trash hits the ground, Mike's going to take it, carry it on down, and just compact us a nice solid ramp. We're going to have to kind of curve it at the bottom because with the rainy months coming ahead, it's going to be critical that we have a nice gradual slope going down into the landfill so nobody gets stuck. And at the old dump spot, we'll leave a good bit of room up there, and we're going to use that as an all-weather dumping spot just in case it does get really wet this winter and the ramp becomes impassable. That way we have a kind of a backup plan of where we can take trucks if the weather gets inclement. Hey, that's our good friend Antonio in the 826C this morning. You can see Aaron was in the John Deere over at the old spot. Go ahead, and we're trying to move some cover. So we'll walk over in a second so you can see, but Sam's down in the bottom excavating down to grade. We can only dig so deep in this cell. So Sam's down there cleaning up that last bit of soil, and you can see Anderson's in the haul truck. He's carrying it around to the old spot so we can get that trash covered. But anyway, Aaron's around here now on the 750, just trying to assist Antonio in keeping these loads pushed because the trucks have been running strong all morning long. Over here on the side because some of the truck drivers are a little wild, and we certainly don't need them backing off there. everyone's got to be real careful with the John Deere. We don't have the cat dozer over here that we normally have pushing trash, because she's got to have a whole new undercarriage already. But we're going to have all the help we can have around here for probably the next week or so, until we get that ramp built down at the bottom. And then let me show you the plan. Oh, that wind is kicking. Hope you guys can hear me. But the plan is, once we get the curved ramp built down to the bottom, then we'll just create what we call a lily pad. So they'll take the trash, spread it out, compact it, get dirt on top of it. As dirt blows in my face. We'll get dirt on top of it, make us a lily pad where the trucks can drive down, turn around and start dumping, and then we'll fill the whole floor in to give us a nice big working space. And then, I'm not exactly sure which direction we'll go with the trash once we get the lily pad built, but we'll turn around and just start building back, probably back up against the ramp so that we can make the ramp wider. We got to keep our head on a swivel this morning. We got trucks and equipment every which way. Now, the sand that Sam's digging right now has got a lot of chalk content in it, so it won't be usable for the sand washing plant, but it'll be great for cover material on the old section of the landfill. We got our buddy David. He's up there kind of directing traffic, so he's got his magnet around here too on the Hyundai 160, but not a lot he can do right now. It's just too tight of a spot for everybody to work together in the same little area. And we got to try to stay out of Aaron's way too, because he's trying to widen the ramp up a little bit. So we're going to walk over this way, make sure we don't get run over by the compactor, make sure we don't get buried by a truck, make sure we don't breathe in too much dust. Moving day is always one of the most stressful times, just due to everything that I've already explained to you. Working in a super tight area, a lot of activity, folks don't know where to go. But again, in a couple of days, everybody will get into the routine. We'll get this routine. We'll get this ramp built, get us some working space down in the bottom, and everything will return to normal soon, I hope. Okay, I'm out of your way, Aaron. Sorry, buddy. That we're having to put the John Deere over here in the trash, but you know, when you have no other choice, you just do what you got to do. We're just going to have to make room as quickly as possible, because the trucks never stop. But if we didn't have the dozer around here, you can see how Antonio, he gets blocked in. So as he's making that long push down the ramp, he's got trucks, you know, building a wall behind him, trapping him. This will be a good load to have around here right now. This is that paper pulp like material. It comes from some one of the local paper mills, so it'll provide us some free alternative cover up here. This is one load that we don't really care if they spread it all the way up the ramp, because this will make, again, a nice cover material for other trucks to back up on. Say too, this would be the ideal time to have the shredder over here, but again, due to just limited space, simply can't afford to bring it around here. But if we could, it would be just fantastic, because we could grind up all this stuff into little particle sizes, and obviously that would help it to pack better, build a much better ramp. But again, just can't happen right now. Looks like somebody must have got rid of their yoga studio. We got some kind of exercise mats right there, a bunch of plastic material on that load over yonder. Not ideal for building the ramp, but you got to kind of take what you get, because, well, it's just the way it works. And Antonio is already having to clean out his air filter on his 826. This has been the driest October on record. We just clicked into November. We need a little bit of rain. I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they're calling for rain, which we need it, but not while we're building this ramp. And unfortunately, we're going to lose a lot of compaction here on this really steep side slope, but there's really not a whole lot else we can do right now, unless we could get the shredder around here, but as we just said, we can't. A mobile home came in on Saturday, and unfortunately I wasn't here, but they just took it and rolled it off the side. So once we get down to the bottom, we'll get the frame out of that, recycle the metal. We just need more space, and once we get down in here, get a little working room, then we can bring the shredder. We can start shredding up the bulky material. We can bring the magnet back down and start doing a much better job of getting out the metal. And then I think probably what will happen, as soon as Sam hits grade, which that majority of the floor down there is grade, that's as deep as we can go, then we'll probably start working on hauling out this ramp. So this ramp right here is all sand. It's just natural earth. So we can use that for the sand washing plant, get that ramp out of the way, and that'll open up a lot more space so we can place waste. But the guys have got to be extremely careful, because you know, since this side slope isn't compacted well, it's unstable, so they got to really stay away from the edge with their heavy equipment. This is the old section of the landfill. This is probably going on about 3 years old. And so what'll happen is, as we build the layers of trash, we'll build it just like a cake. So we'll do about 15 foot of trash, put a layer of cover so that the traffic can drive on it, build another 15 foot layer, and so on and so on. All the meanwhile though, we'll continue to tie into this old slope over here. So, you know, that'll give us a lot more life out of the cell as well, because as it's going up, it's going out at the same time. Another point I'll make too, so you see that wall over there? That's future landfill space, and it's also a lot of sellable sand in it. So we got to keep the trash off of it about 20 foot, so that when we get ready to excavate and go into that wall, whether we dig it from the wall and, you know, dig into the wall, or whether we get on top and dig down, we don't want the trash up against the wall for obvious reasons, because we'll lose a lot of sand. And then the other reason we'll stay about 20 feet off from the wall too is, obviously we're in a big bowl, and even though we have very sandy conditions around here, when it does rain, that water's got to have somewhere to go. So we'll leave a little filter strip between the trash and the wall, so that the water can perk and make its way back into the earth. Now, a lot of you guys have asked, you know, why we don't have to have a liner, a plastic liner in the bottom of our landfill, and it's because we only accept C&D material, which is construction and demolition. So none of the material that we bury poses a threat to drinking water. And we have to have third-party companies come out, so we've got monitoring wells popped all around the site. That ensures that we're not burying anything that could contaminate groundwater. They come and check it all the time and make sure that nothing, you know, just by chance has made it into our landfill and thus made it down into the drinking water. And that's super important to me because my whole family lives on this property too. You know, some landfills may be a little bit lax on the material that they take in, but we do a really good job of checking each and every load as it comes in and make sure there's no contamination, because the last thing I want to do is contaminate groundwater, but especially groundwater that I got to drink. So Antonio probably have to blow out his air filters probably at least twice a day with the dry conditions that we've got, just to keep the old girl running. Let's ride around to the old dump site right now. We've got a bunch of that electrical wire that came in. We need to get it to a recycler. So I need to go see how much we got prepped, how much is ready, go ahead and make a phone call and get it sent to the recycle center. And good on the guys for saving these pads. So these are track pads for really muddy locations, so we can lay these out and use excavators to walk out on them. I think this may come in real handy over at Atomic Sand once we get out on that island and we're trying to remove those trees in that muddy condition. So good on the guys for saving these. Another little insider tidbit. So the Terex truck, I didn't video this and I hate that I didn't, but we sold it on an online auction. I think I was actually up in Minnesota at the Roto Chopper plant while the thing was being sold. It didn't bring as much as I was hoping. I only brought 30 grand, but if y'all been watching the channel for any amount of time, you know that thing just had a ton of issues. So we got it sold. So maybe now we can take that little bit of money that we made from it and put it as a down payment on another haul truck. I'm gonna get in touch with Hyundai, maybe see about trying out their 45 ton, and then possibly talking to Volvo again too, because that Volvo truck that we have has done really great. But we need 2 trucks, because as you saw, Sam has got a lot of sit time with just running the 1 truck. So we really need 2 trucks. We need to get that ramp moved. We're gonna have to focus now on excavating the next cell. So could be another haul truck in our future too. I don't know. We're gonna have to just kind of wait and see how that one turns out. Let's see what we got going on around here at the old dump site. Obviously we still got some customers, mainly trying to keep roofers and shingles over here today. Uh-oh, better put that thing in 4-wheel drive, Bubba. Not sure if his 4-wheel drive is working. Don't look like it. Marco may have to hook to him and pull him out. Looks like we got everybody stuck. Oh boy, it's gonna be one of them days. But anyhow, we're trying to keep all the shingles and smaller trucks over this area so they don't get ran over there in the super tight spot where we're dumping in the new cell. So a few days, we'll get everybody transitioned over. And I think everybody, including the customers, will be elated to get down into that new cell and have some actual room to move around and not get stuck. But we had kind of the perfect storm as far as the big roto chopper event going. This area was, you know, nearing completion, just getting too tight, trying to get the ramp done over there, as well as, you know, trying to maintain all the other issues that we had going on too, like making mulch, getting these ponds cleaned out, making sure the sand plant is full, making sure concrete production is still going strong. So just another day in the life here at Williams C&D Landfill. I tell you, this is one busy little site. It's like a beehive with people running around everywhere doing all the things. Now we got a big truck trying to come up here. Not sure where Marco went to. He may want me to redirect him to the new dump spot, but he's having to hook to a dump trailer right now and pull them out. Marco, you want me to tell that big truck to go to the new spot?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. What's going on today, buddy?
Trying to make it through the week.
All right, man. It's been a hell of a Monday so far. Hey, we dumping the big trucks in a new spot now. So if you want to, you can wait for him to move around and turn around, or you can back down the ramp. But if you'll see that Thompson truck right there, just follow him around. We'll build a new ramp going into the new cell of the landfill. Yeah. So we're gonna start taking all the big trucks over there from now on.
Okay.
Thanks. Sorry. Hey Marco, you want me to go down there and sit and tell all the big trucks?
Yeah, please.
Do you want just shingles up here or
Shingles,
what?
shingles.
Shingles only.
Only.
Okay.
Yes, I have one big, you see one big trailer over there, because I have time for room.
Trailers and 30 yards, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Only one big one trailer over there. Small.
Okay, I got you. That's a running little fella right there. All right, let's go check on this wire real quick. Then we're gonna go down and sit at the bottom, as you just heard, kind of help the guys out, redirect everybody until they kind of learn the routine. All right, it looks like we just got 130 yard full of wire right now. I think Javier is over here working on prepping some more material. All right, we'll just use this as our staging area to get all of the power cable prepped and into containers. So we'll go ahead and call this one in. We do have to do a little cleanup. I'll have to call one of the guys, get them to come up here and get this wire off the box, use an excavator and pack it down in there good so the tarp can go over it and the truck doesn't have any trouble. All right, now let's go play traffic cop. It's like playing Frogger around here this morning. What's up, my man? How you doing today? Hey, have you been to the new dump spot yet?
That's where I've been.
Okay, perfect. Just want to make sure we're getting kind of tight up top.
Yes, sir. Y'all sent us down there because of these rolls.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, sir.
Just making sure. Thanks, dude. Yes, sir. Hey, buddy. All right, hang on 1 second here. Hey, bud, have you been to the new dump spot? Okay, so we feeling that we're going into the new cell of the landfill. So if you'll just stay straight.
I'll take this up to Greenway.
Oh, Greenway. Okay, well, you know where you're going then.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you got it. Carry on. There's
door?
Aaron said, yeah, go ahead and cone it off. I don't know, do we have cones to go ahead and shut it off?
I think there's some up there. If not, I got some back there. But
Okay. Yeah, let's do that because it's a cluster. It is a cluster right now. And everybody's getting stuck up top because it's so sandy. So, all right, grab some cones and we'll shut the door.
I like it.
All right, so as you heard, it was a little crazy there. For a second play of traffic cop, we're going ahead and just close this off. This ain't working out too well. Go ahead and direct everyone back to the new spot and send both compactors. And the reason we're doing this, the compactor operator up there has got an appointment here soon, so he's gonna have to shut down. So that in combination with, well, it's just craziness right now, we're gonna go ahead, send everybody back to the new spot. Might be time to build us some new signs, Bubba. Maybe I can go by Lowe's. Yeah, it's legible. Maybe I can go by Lowe's and get us some plywood and some stencils. Just go ahead and mark it on back.
Goddamn 10 sheets up there.
Okay. Yeah, what the hell am I thinking? Why would I go buy wood at Lowe's? What's wrong with me?
We just need spray paint.
Just spray paint and some. We don't have no stencils though, more than likely, of course. With your graffiti experience. Brandon, what else can I grab for you, buddy?
Last cone right here. Should be good.
All right.
I think I got some spray paint back there too. I'm gonna go find out to be able to go over that one.
Okay. I probably got some at the house too. You want me to go see if I do?
I'm pretty sure I got some back there in the Connex.
Okay. All right, Tempo.
Right there.
Yeah, y'all, we've got to do something better about our signage. Like, you know, I like the ones up there, wash sand. You can easily read that with the CB channel and a little compost sign. But I just think we need to do a lot better job, because now that we're way back there, I mean, that's at least a quarter mile back to the new dump site. People get confused, as they did this morning, going down into areas they shouldn't be going into. So I think I'm gonna see if I can't get us maybe some printed up, or at least some painted nice. And one thing, you know, when I go into a new site, I love signage, so you know exactly where you're going. And we have kind of done a poor job, but the reason being, the scale house is right there. The landfill was right there. It was easy up until now. So maybe that's something that we'll work on, but I've got an appointment myself here in just a little bit. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Give it a big old thumbs up if you don't mind. Consider subscribing if you hadn't already, and I'll keep the videos coming for you. See you on the next one.